7.
Go Antares, go Cygnus.
4, 3, 2, 1. Mark.
We have ignition. We have liftoff.
And we have liftoff of Antares, beginning the journey of the G. David Low Cygnus cargo vehicle to the International Space Station.
Is nominal. TBC steering is nominal.
Power is nominal.
All systems behaving well at this point as Antares leaves the Mars pad. 0A is the log flight facility. Propulsion systems on stage 1 performing well at this point. Attitude is nominal. Very minimal steering commands at this point in the mission. Antares is making its second flight. On this mission, we're sending Cygnus on its first journey of many to the International Space Station.
Looks like they fixed the rocket cam and up.
Looks like. Beautiful view.
Propulsion, avionics, guidance, and steering systems are all behaving well at this point. We're getting good downrange video. Very clear day to fly out.
1 minute, 10 seconds since launch.
And we're getting nice views of the eastern shore as we depart pad 0A. Engines are 100% power now, so we'll remain at 100% power level until approximately 4 minutes into the mission.
As Mike Dorsch reported there, the first stage will fire for approximately 4 minutes, propelling the launch vehicle to an altitude of approximately 113 kilometers or 70 miles.
Three pressurization valves come on the core now. BNG3 and the fuel tank pressurization system is now on as well, as expected. Attitude, power, main engine and steering systems all appear nominal at this point.
Two minutes into the flight.
Very minimal steering commands at this point in the mission. Core pressures remain strong. Power buses look healthy. Engines remain nominal at 100% power level. Attitude looks good. Again, very little steering observed in the thrust vector control system on stage 1. Core pressurization systems are performing well at this point as we're past T plus 2 minutes 30 seconds. TBC is nominal, again, with very small steering commands at this point.
Approaching 3 minutes into the flight, the stage 1 throttling should begin about 3 minutes 24 seconds after launch.
It's clear day, a great shot of Antares traveling downrange.
Engines remain at 100%. Mixture ratio targets are very close to nominal at this point. Valves VNO 4, 5, and 6 and the LOX tank pressurization system have come on. Core pressures remain healthy at this point. Altitude passing 250,000 feet.
50 miles in altitude now, traveling about 7,200 miles per hour.
Remain nominal.
Stage 1 engine shutdown should occur at 3 minutes 53 seconds.
Engines outboard in preparation for the main engine cutoff event. That'll happen close to T plus 4 minutes. MECO in roughly 10 seconds.
At MECO, the vehicle will be traveling 10,000 miles per hour at an altitude of 66 statute miles.
Separation.
There we see what appears to be a very nominal separation of the first stage.
Beautiful separation there. It's
very clean separation between the upper stack and stage 1. Stage 1 is drifting nicely away from the vehicle at this point.
Fob's got good track.
The first of the upper stack attitude control systems has been enabled. We're now coasting in a ballistic phase of the mission until we've reached the proper conditions for fairing separation and then stage 2 ignition.
4 minutes, 35 seconds into the flight. Interstage separation should occur about 5.5 minutes into the mission.
Stage 2 ignition at roughly 330 seconds into the mission. That's about T plus 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Kyle, there we see a graphical animation, but the telemetry is coming directly from the vehicle, which shows the attitude control thrusters guiding the vehicle at this phase in flight. As Mike Dorsch reported, the next major milestone will be fairing separation.
Just about 19,600 feet per second of velocity. Looks like a very strong performance from the Stage 1 propulsion system.
And we're standing by for that fairing separation upcoming here shortly.
Again, we are waiting for Antares to reach the proper conditions for fairing separation. We have fairing separation. Attitude remains nominal. Stage 2 TVC batteries initiated. Interstage is separated. Attitude remains nominal. Stage 2 motor ignition.
And that Stage 2 motor ignition occurred at an altitude of 116 statute miles, traveling 9,700 miles per hour. Stage 2 will burn for about 2.5 minutes until the 8-minute 1 second mark in the launch.
To their maximum pressure at this point. Attitude remains good. Stage 2 TVC is operating well at this point. Attitude is nominal. Altitude is 225 kilometers. Caster 30 motor pressure is just starting to roll off the peak operating condition at this point. Attitude remains nominal. TVC remains nominal. Avionics power is very healthy at this point.
7 minutes into the flight since launch at 10:58 a.m. Eastern. Just under 1 minute remaining in powered flight.
Altitude is now 250 kilometers. We're towards the latter portion of the Caster 30 burn at this point. Attitude remains good.
So as we can see from the telemetry directed graphical animation, all systems are performing nominally.
T plus 7.5 minutes at this point. We're just waiting end of the Caster 30 solid rocket motor burn. Attitude remains good.
Standing by for Stage 2 burnout and orbit insertion. The Cygnus will actually separate 2 minutes after that, just after the 10-minute mark since launch.
Again, we should see motor tail off very shortly from the Caster 30.
Kyle, at this point, the vehicle is traveling about 16,700 miles per hour.
And Stage 2 burnout. Attitude is nominal. We'll now coast in preparation for Cygnus payload separation.
Now in a basically a short coast phase before that Cygnus separation, the orbital insertion altitude is 150 by 185 statute miles, or 243 by 299 kilometers. For reference, the station is at an altitude of 261 statute miles. So Cygnus is in a lower orbit, which will allow it to catch up with the International Space Station over the course of the next several days.
And at this point, we're just standing by for roughly another minute before payload separation.
And if you like, John, if you like telemetry, this so far has gone basically by the book. It looked very good so far.
Yeah, everything seems nominal so far. What we see in the animation are the attitude control thrusters positioning the vehicle.
Remains nominal. Power systems look good. Should be just over about 30 seconds away from Cygnus payload separation.
9 minutes, 30 seconds into the Cygnus mission to the International Space Station. Another 30 seconds or so before Cygnus separation from the Stage 2.
Attitude at this point. T plus 9 minutes, 45 seconds. Power is nominal. Still have good, healthy telemetry here in the RCC. T plus 10 minutes. And we have payload separation.
Kyle, the launch team reports successful payload separation.
I don't think that could have gone much better, but obviously they'll pore over all that data for a while. But they've got a mission to perform now to head to the International Space Station. That was just a beautiful launch. We're standing by now for the sequence that will deploy the twin